Good evening, family. Today's verse comes from James chapter 1, verse 19 through 20. And it says, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God." And that's been something that I've struggled with for a long while now through my walk with Christ. You know, per circumstance, sometimes I can catch myself being so graceful, in certain circumstances, and then sometimes, I can catch myself really getting in my own way. But this is telling me that if sometimes I would just listen and say nothing, it'd be better. Sometimes if I would just hear something, and whether I was offended or not, if I would just keep my mouth closed, it would be better. If instead of saying something ugly when someone says something ugly, I would leave it alone, it would be better. Slow to speak, slow to anger. Maybe if I'm slower with the way that I'm speaking, maybe if the moment I had a thought, I didn't let it out, the anger wouldn't produce. Because anger in itself is not a sin, but what I do with anger provides a foothold for the devil to use. And it produces no righteousness for God. No righteousness for God. People be like, well, we're born in God's image, and no, this is human anger. How many times am I mad and I say something ugly? How many times am I mad and I think, man, I want to do this to somebody? How many times am I mad and I think, I'm not talking to them no more? That's human emotions, and we must stop letting them get in our way. So maybe if I would just practice more to not say anything sometimes, to just leave it alone. Better left unsaid. Maybe I would start to see a shift in my heart. And maybe if I truly didn't feel like I wanted to stop yelling at people, or maybe if I felt like I didn't want to stop cursing people out, or maybe if I felt like I didn't want to stop being mad at people that wronged me, maybe I would just ask God to give me the want to stop. Because on my own, I don't want to. On my own, I want to yell at you. On my own, I want to flip out on you sometimes. But maybe if I prayed to God and say, God, I don't want to stop doing this, but I know you want me to. So help me to be obedient to you, Lord. Fill me with your spirit so that I can be guided to love and righteousness and holiness today. I don't want to be a people that every time you frustrate me, I'm going off the ledge. I don't want that. I'm tired of that. I spent my whole life in that. So my prayer today for us would be that regardless of the situation, regardless of what someone's done to us, that we would A, forgive. Not forget, but we would forgive. And B, that sometimes we would just reflect and see, what did I do? Because sometimes if I look at it deep enough, if I look at it long enough, I'm the one that started. I'm the one that did it the whole time. I need to be quicker to listen and slower to speak, because my mouth will get me in trouble. God bless, and I love you guys.